Cheers, dear friends. I parked the Jimny here at the beautiful lakeside. It's actually where I usually cook my dinner, at the bonfire, just down there. But today's topic is not about cooking or the Jimny. It's actually about something more broad. It's my journey of becoming a city boy to maybe a crazy man out in the wilderness. So stay tuned for that. Well, there are lots of reasons why I made this journey, but I can't cover all the small changes that happened with me. Would be way too much talking for me alone. I needed somebody to spice things up, so I'll just make it short as I can. What I can talk about are the most important things. And the most fundamental thing was that I felt like a chronic stress. You know, living in the city was fun, entertaining, exciting, but also draining. And I know a man who actually studies stress and stress symptoms and helps people relieve stress. And he told me once, Nick, remember, does this actually take more from you than it gives? So I thought, well, I might need to start to ask those questions. Because there are lots of things that are enjoyable. You know, having a night out with the friends in the city. But it's important to think, do I need to stay up until very late? Maybe I can go home a little bit earlier, because it's less stressful the day after. That's just one thing most people know. But it goes for a range of things in life. You have to consider, would you, if you had to treat yourself with best interest, do this or do that? And I experienced, at least, that going out here, by myself usually, sometimes with friends, my girlfriend, my son, whatever, brings some sort of esoteric calmness. On the other hand, if I was going shopping, although I don't have the money for that, but if I had, I don't think I would get the same kind of stress relief. It almost seems like nature's antioxidants to be out here. And when you slow things down, it feels like you experience that you have many gears, not only the 6th or the 5th gear, but also the 4th and the 3rd gear and the 2nd gear, and so on. And even maybe the reverse. Sometimes you gotta go back, rethink, reconstitute yourself in some ways. Being human, and a whole human, means that you don't drive in 6th gear or 5th gear all the time, but you understand the ranges and when you need them. So you can speed up when it's necessary, but you can also slow down when it's necessary. And I think that's lost for most people today. It's very difficult to slow down. And when we do, usually, it's like if we rent some summer residence for a couple of weeks and the rest of the year we're just running in the treadmill. And I'm not here to diss anybody. I did that myself, and sometimes I still do. What I'm saying is that we need to challenge the idea that we all live in today. And my way of challenging the modern world is to try to drive in 1st gear. Nice and easy. Going out here, as I told you before. Drinking a beer. It's actually a good beer. It's called Burnt Mill Brewery. It's called the Pour Over Coffee Vanilla Stout. Magnificent, I can tell you. Have to take myself a sip. And you know my videos about the Jimny. That's actually why I have the car. But you can go off-road with other cars. But the first principle of why I chose the Jimny was get down to speed. And I can do that with the Jimny because it's damn slow when you're driving it. But when you're driving slow, you experience things that you wouldn't do in an ordinary car. because I can go almost anywhere. I'm not against technology. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we have to learn to use it the right way. And I'm not saying that I know exactly for each and every person what the right way is. But I can tell you that a lot of people struggle with the modern world and how we structure things, how we structure society. And I don't want to get too political, but it seems that we are bombarded by ideological messages all the time. So it can be very difficult to actually think for yourself. I mean, it's almost like sitting in a room where the bass is very high or some crazy music is very loud. It's almost impossible to think. The only thing you can hear are the massive sound wave coming towards you. And that's why you need to tune down. You need to tune out. And those things are possible. So my message for you today is try to think about, is this really you? Is this really the life you want to lead? Are you able to give to other people because you have surplus energy? Or are you drained? And don't you feel that your life is really what you wanted? And there are no ideals, but there are certainly ways of striving towards something that could help you improve yourself, help you get better, help you get more calm, at peace with what you do. So that's my message for today. I'll drink the rest of the beer and I'll go home and read a book. To see you, my friends.